everybody, my name's Lauren and welcome to my new channel. The name of my channel is called Pirates Lit because it's like pirates literature. I consider myself to have been a pirate in another lifetime. Feel a deep connection to the ocean and just everything that pirates are, well, not the, stealing, murdering, and that stuff. Just like to live on the ocean and they're free, and I love to be on boats and just the open ocean will bring me peace. Not all the other stuff they do, just maybe more like a sailor, but pirates are badass, so I call myself a pirate. So my channel is new, so I thought I could do a newbie Booktube tag. That way I can answer a couple questions and people can get to know me a little bit better, and that way it will be just like a good introduction to my channel and, into the community as a whole. I have the questions on my phone, so let's get started. So question number 1 is, why did you start this channel? So I started this channel so that I can have other people to discuss books I love with. I don't have many people to discuss books that I personally like. It's better just to go on the internet and just be like, who's read this book? And a bunch of people will come back instead of me trying to force my boyfriend to read young adult books about vampires. He doesn't really like that. So it's, and not that many friends I have like to read as much as I do. So again, trying to find people to discuss books with, and just finding more friends online. Everybody likes a bit of online friends. So, probably a third reason is just to give my opinion on books. I do have a good reason. I do write reviews on there, but I would like to just talk about it. I like to talk a lot. I like to ramble a lot. So starting my own channel is I just get to ramble on for 10 minutes about a book that I really loved or some stuff I didn't love about it, and yeah, just get to share it with everybody. So I thought, well, why not just start a channel about it? I've been watching booktubers for a couple months now, and I said, you know what, might as well just start to join the community. That way I can talk to the people that I watch so much. So if I start to make videos, then I can enter into the community and be more immersed in it. So question number 2. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? I'd have to say just probably my viewpoint, my discussions. Everybody has their own viewpoints when they come into reading, everybody has their own opinions. So I think I'd bring a healthy amount of discussion to Booktube. And just bring another fresh face who doesn't want more friends to talk about books with, who doesn't want another member in the community. I think that's what I can bring to Booktube. But me personally, my channel will be geared more towards stuff I like. I'm not going to just go out and read all these other books because they're super popular and everything like that. I think I'm really going to stick to books that I like, that I will like. So I'm not going to try and please everybody, but I would like to, bring a new viewpoint in and add to more lengthy discussions. Question number 3. Let's go for question number 3. What are you most excited about for this new channel? I'm excited about just meeting new people. I'm excited about talking about things I'm passionate about. I really get into books. If I could really get into a series, I really get into it, and I want to talk to everybody about it. So I'm really excited to just share my passions with other people, fangirl about a certain series with some people. Just, meet more people like myself who enjoy reading and enjoy, diving into a new world that a book provides. So I really like that. Oh, and my unboxing videos. I plan to do a couple unboxing videos. I've gotten a box from Fairy Loot and I've gotten a box from Owl Crate. So I will be unboxing those to, again, look what's in there, read the books that they come with, and stuff like that. So I will have reviews and discussions as well as unboxing videos. Question number 4 is, why do you love reading? I love reading because it's like an escape. You can dive into another world where things are not possible. I like to read fantasy and sci-fi, so obviously I can read a book about pirates and I get to live my pirate dream through a main character and, experience it. Or I get to read a book about vampires and I get to go run with werewolves. It's something that, it's something that I can't do in real life. It's fantasy, it's fantastical, it's, just very whimsical, and I love that kind of stuff. So I love being immersed in a new world. You get to take a break from your life, you get to take a break from your stress, whether it be from school, from your job, or any other pressures, and you just get to get lost in a book, and you get to feel what the characters are feeling. It's another way to just express yourself. It's like movies or music. Reading is just like that, for me at least. So you get to do all that good stuff. That's why I like to read. I like to lose myself in another world. So question number 5 is, what book or series got you into reading? So I'd probably say the one that like first really got me into reading is this good old series right here, Vampire Academy. So obviously this isn't the first book, it's another one, but I really got into the Vampire Academy books when I was like in middle school or like, you know, the beginning of high school, and I just love them so much. Like, I know, again, I said I have a thing for like vampires. I really like to read those kind of sci-fi fantasy books, so I really enjoy vampires. And once I read the Vampire Academy books, I just like went on this like vampire spree where I just read a bunch of young adult books all about vampires, and like I loved every single one of them, and I just got really into fantasy. Everyone's about ghosts and werewolves and all that good stuff. So this series, once I picked it up, I mean, I whizzed through it and I actually just reread it, and that's why I got into reading again. I stopped reading for a bit, and then I was like, I saw these in my closet and I was like, oh my gosh, I used to love these books. So I started reading them again, and then that just got, you know, opened the floodgates to my love of reading again. So this started it, and then it started it again. Another series that really got me into just, you know, why a young adult fantasy and sci-fi is the classic City of Bones, The Mortal Instruments. I love this series. I'm also probably going to be doing videos discussing the Mortal Instruments movie, because one of my favorite movies, honestly, and the TV show, which I have mixed feelings about, but I do, you know, I enjoy it. I do. So the Mortal Instruments really got me into the sci-fi, and I'm obsessed with the world that Cassandra created, so, you know, I just really love these two series. They start it for me, they'll end it for me, I will die with these books. So, moving on, question number 6. What questions would you ask your favorite booktuber? So, I've been watching a couple of my favorites for a couple months now, and I probably asked them, does it get hard reading so many books? And hear me out. So, like, they read so many books, like hundreds and hundreds, like thousands of books. Do they ever, like, blur together, and, you know, do they even stand out anymore? I mean, surely you've read so many books that some plots don't even seem, you know, that great anymore, and I feel like maybe does reading lose its magic if you read too much? Or is it always fresh? Does it blur together? Like, I know some books will always, you know, stick out in my mind, but I haven't read, you know, as many books as they have. So I was wondering, maybe just, you know, does it get hard reading so much? Do you get stressed out that you have to read, you know, and make these videos and, you know, juggle all your other life? Because reading could take up a lot of your free time. So how do you juggle it all? Those are maybe just a couple questions I'd probably ask my favorite booktubers. Question number 7 is, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Probably, first of all, talking to a camera. It's kind of awkward just staring into this black hole. That's why I keep looking around. I'm like all shifty, like, and I keep looking at the thing on the side of it so I can tell what I look like, make sure I'm not looking like a total idiot. So probably eye contact with the camera. Just talking, maybe not to stutter so much, you know, don't stutter over my words, just take your time and, you know, enunciate and, you know, just convey what I'm trying to say. You know, I have to get better with my words. And probably just meeting people in the community. I want to meet people, but it's kind of hard and intimidating sometimes just to reach out. But I'm going to be trying to comment on other people's videos and, you know, just really try to immerse myself in this booktube community, because I really do want to meet people and I really do want to have discussions about books. But sometimes it's a little hard, so I think that might be another big hard thing to overcome. And then just juggling this whole channel with the rest of my life. I'm going to be doing school full time. I work a lot too as a nanny, so, you know, and then my social life. So juggling it all together, still finding time to shoot videos and edit the videos and, you know, upload them. It might be a bit of a struggle, but I really want to push through this because I really do want to be a part of this booktube community. Question number 8 is, when did you start reading? I've probably been reading, you know, as soon as I was able to read. I loved books. So I have my favorite child's book here. Actually, it is The Tale of Squirrel Nutkin by Beatrix Potter. I love this book, and it was like one of the ones I remember from my childhood a lot. I love this book. I have the Christmas ornament and put it on the top of my Christmas tree every year, and I still love to read it. It's just such a fun book. So that really, you know, something that stands out to me. And then I've just been reading, you know, since you got to read in school, you did summer reading, so I just liked reading, but I took a break from it for a while, and then, like I said, I just recently jumped back into the world, and I'm loving it even more than I did before. So question 9 is, where do you read? I usually read on public transportation. So I'm from America, but currently I live and I study and I work in London, UK. So I'm always riding the tube. I have a commute to both my school and my work. So I like to read on the tube while I'm going to university and, you know, just have my headphones in, playing some soft music and just reading. I read my books on my Kindle or a physical copy, and then I listen to, you know, ebooks or audio podcasts, and it's just a good way to pass the time since I have a commute there and back every day. And I really, you know, do have a lot of time to read it. I like to read when I get home from work. It's just a way to unwind instead of watching TV that, you know, I mean, I like to watch TV as much as the next person, but sometimes watching the screen so much just gives you a headache and stuff. So it's a nice way to wind down away from technology before you're about to go to bed. So that's when I like to read. And where I like to read, in my bed, all snuggled up in my duvet. Question number 10, the final question, is what kind of books do you like to read? So I think I gave it away before when I talked about my favorite series that got me into reading, but I love my YA books. They're so fun. I love the fantastical elements of it. I love the out-of-this-world things that happen, you know. Ordinary life can get boring sometimes, so you've got to read some fantasy books to, you know, spark your imagination and everything like that. So I like those. I'm not opposed to any kind of books. I don't like hate a certain type of books, but maybe not like the artsy poetry books. I don't really like that kind of stuff. But I do enjoy Shakespeare as well. You know, I love my King Richard III is my favorite, so I love that one. But I do like to reread them and stuff like that. I do enjoy my Shakespeare, and I also enjoy these kind of books. So it's like historical fiction. This one's about Queen Anne, who was married to King Richard III. So it does have a lot of like history in it, so you really do get to know like what happened in the War of Roses and stuff like that through this, but then obviously it has a lot of dialogue and stuff like that, so she actually, you know, makes up conversations that could have happened between Anne and Richard and their kids and stuff like that. So, you know, it shows you all the history, but it gives you a way just to, you know, understand it, and it, you know, creates more of a story for you instead of just spitting out history. But I do enjoy just regular history books too. I'm reading a book about just the plain War of the Roses, no, you know, dialogue, no story or anything like that. It's just the clear-cut history of what happened of it. So I do enjoy history, I do enjoy historical fiction, but mainly I do love young adult books, and even more narrow than that, science fiction and fantasy, because I think that's where I like to escape to the most. Please leave a comment below, so, you know, introduce yourself so I don't have such a hard time reaching out in this community. I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to have a discussion about any kind of books or anything like that. If you have any recommendations for me of YA, fantasy, or sci-fi books or historical fiction books that you like, please let me know. But again, feel free to comment, start a conversation with me. I love talking to new people. And I was actually thinking about starting like an online book club. Obviously this has probably been done before, but I really do want to share like books with other people, and I think a book club is a great way to do that, because like, you know, every person picks a book each month, so, you know, you're not the one picking the books all the time, so it's something different. It's like a way, you know, you can be pushed out of your comfort zone, and that way, you know, you could read a book that you never thought you would have read, you know, you wouldn't have picked up by yourself, and you could have turned out loving it. So you might find a new series author, or, you know, genre that you didn't even know you liked. So if you're interested in my new online book club, let me know. But that's just an idea as well. So that's the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. That has been the newbie Booktube tag. Yeah, so feel free to leave a comment below, subscribe, and I'll be sure to give you a subscribe back. I'll sure to subscribe to your channel back, should I say. That makes more sense. And I hope to talk to you guys in the comments and meet new people. See you next time. Bye-bye.